Welcome to the fourth dimension, where everything except is a reflection on perception and perspective. Frequency is less aggressive. Too much love in the air, no room for tension. Love is the center of attention. Resurrection.
The night is hot as hell. It's a lousy room in a lousy part of a lousy town. I'm staring at a goddess. She's telling me she wants me. I'm not gonna waste one more second wondering how I've gotten so lucky.
I want you.
Baby, we are all connected. Don't you see, it's the flower that's the pendant that is hanging from my necklace. Together we can self-heal through transcendence.
The perfect woman.
Self-heal through transcendence.
My name is Jadezweni. Some people know me by the name Lawrence, and I'm a digital media designer. Art as a whole has a lot of different platforms in which it expresses itself, and a lot of people these days, a lot of artists have found ways in which to infuse some of these platforms, which in the past might have been seen as separate entities.
It's quite unique in that it allows you quite an abstract view of the world, and that, like I've talked about, you removed it in essence to a certain extent from society. Not as a person, but as an artist, because you exist within this sort of little ghetto world. As a person, you're very much part of it. So in my work, there's always an element of the real. These are real. But if you're looking at, say, the recent history of this country in the 1970s, it's very difficult to sell in a place like New York or London. So I think as a result, galleries, the two big galleries in the country, which used to be quite political, one more than the other, now almost are apolitical in every sense. They almost look like a gallery you would find anywhere. The subject matter is trying desperately to transcend this context and be universal, be international, whatever that means.
My art is pretty much based on that concept that, okay, it's about the stuff that influences me at that point in time in my life, you know, and I wouldn't want to like block it out to be a certain thing, because I'm into photography, I like videos, I can draw very well and I love it, you know what I mean? I love music. Like, there's so many things to actually like and be interested in, and that's what you learn, especially at a university like UJ. You get to meet with all sorts of artists, and you know, you feel like, okay, you know, I can actually do more than just be an artist in terms of sculpture, painting, and all that.
So pretty much the influences around, like everywhere you go, whether it be in fashion, whether it be in art or whatever, anything that, you know, arty, as they call it.
You start to take it away.
Yeah, also like the social space and its contribution to art. It's quite massive, because at these spaces, that's when you actually meet up with a lot of people that are doing the kind of shit that you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like with handcrafted work, not that digital media, not that will not have more hours on it, but like handcraft is like rendering, you know what I mean? It's exactly. So it's like, it's kind of therapeutic, and you like basically give your soul to it, you know what I mean?
It's always great to be able to fulfill someone's brief, but sometimes you just want to be able to create your own work, and that's very much where my contemporary art stemmed from. was fulfilling other people's briefs, but never actually fulfilling my brief. And that, but you have to allow different elements to unfold to be able to create something new or something that you wouldn't have thought of. So
the interesting thing is that people don't realize it, but they have talents beyond what they actually know of themselves. So my purpose, I think, is to expose that talent. So that for me is what's interesting about my art, and that's how I define it into the whole context of contemporary art.